Hey, Shalom, Shalom. Hey, first and foremost, before I get started with my lesson, I'd like to give all honor and glory and power to Yahawashi Yahawashi Bahashim. Hey, I want to say double honors to the apostles and elders of great wisdom, rule well and teach well. Hey, peace and love to the hopeful elect. Peace and love and salutations to the 1/3 remnant. All right, I'm the Akiyah Matazah, coming to you in the spirit of power, Yahweh by Shem Shai. Lord will, hey, you sincere ones who ever receive this message, be edified. Okay? Hey, what another day, okay? To be right here and to be able to, you know, proclaim the Heavenly Father and his only begotten Son, true names, which is Yahweh by Shem Shai in the Hebrew tongue. Okay? All right. And look, what a blessing to be able to look up on these words, man, when we go through things. Okay, because this is all we have. Our hope is in Yahweh Shema Shai in His Word. Okay, because ain't nothing else coming to ain't nothing else gonna can't nothing else compare to this. Okay, all right. I mean, like nothing can compare to this Word, man. Like I said, hey, this word is sharper than a two-edged sword. I mean, it's even cutting our own selves. I know first and foremost, it cutting me. You know, hey, but that's why, hey, when you go into these scriptures, you know, hey, Yahweh shall be speaking, okay, and we got to hold on to it, okay, and that's why I'm doing this lesson right now because, hey, we can't do nothing without Yahweh Shema man. All right, so without further ado, look. This is John 15 and verse 1. It says, Yahawashi is the vine, followers are branches. Look, I'm just going to do a little quick hit, you know. It says, I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. So it's showing you that, hey, we got to be, be good fruit. Okay, we got to do the best that we can on this side. We in captivity, but you know, we try our best, you know, to please our power, man. Okay, is John 15 and 2. Every branch in me that bear not fruit, he taketh away, and every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit. Okay, and what does that word purge mean? Let's go into it. Look, the Lord said, every one that bringeth fruit, he purgeth it. Look, it said to cleanse of filth, impurity, etc., to prune trees and vines, just like when you got a plant, right? And as it, take on from seed into early vegetation stage, and you know, as it constantly keep growing, it turns into a tree. Eventually, you're gonna have to start pruning it. You're gonna have to purge that them branches, so they can continuously be giving producing fruit. Because if you don't take out those, those little extras in a way, those impurities, then what, you create, you won't have no room to grow. Okay, like as far as like the plant, you know what I'm saying, like, because the plant wants to constantly give you fruit, but if you ain't taking out those little branches that's in the way, the little shoots that's coming through, hey, eventually that plant is not going to bear a lot of fruit, you know. All right, and it says to cleanse of filth, impurity, etc., to prune trees and vines from useless shoots. See, okay, and that's what Yahweh Shemashah is doing to us. The ones that's producing this fruit. He got to take her through that purging process. How do I know that? Let's go through. How do we know that? That's Zechariah 13. Zechariah 13 and verse 8. And it says, and it shall come to pass that in the land, in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh, two parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. Okay. It said, and I will bring the third part through the fire. Look, that's speaking That's just like the Lord say, like, hey, uh, like this example of what the Lord is doing to those shoots. You know, when you on the plants, when the plant gotta, get purged, hey, you taking away those impurities. That's what the Lord's saying right here. Hey, he gonna bring us through that fire. Put you in for a second to see if you truly calling up on him, see if you truly all about him, just to see, what I'm saying? Sometimes the Lord, he give us a little breeze, to where we be, feeling good. But hey, the Lord still have to, hey, take you through that fire just to see, like, is you still with him? And it's necessary because as you read, it said, and I will bring the third part through the fire and will refine them as silver is refined. See, look, when I said that, look, the wind out here just started blowing. The trees out here talking. Look at that. Boom. The doors shaking out here, boy. See? Man, yeah, it's beautiful outside, man. Salaki. But call out like I was about to shoot my shot. It says Zechariah 13 and 9. And I will bring the third part through the fire and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people. And they shall say, the Lord Yahweh is my power. Okay, so when you go back into the Thundum, when you go back into John 15, and it said, and every branch that beareth fruit, he purged it, that it may bring forth more fruit. So that's what the Lord doing with us. Okay, we gotta just keep constantly sighing and crying to him. Okay, for all the abomination and the wickedness that be done in the midst of like wherever you are in Babylon. Okay, like that's all we have to do, and constantly have a healthy fear and keep the commandments to the best of your ability, man. Try not to go out, offend less. Okay, verse 3, it says, verse 3, it said, now you are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Abide in me, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself. See, if we the branches, Yahawashi the vine. So look, Yahawashi just spoke to us and told us that we can't do nothing of ourselves. Okay, because when you cut a branch off the vine always gonna be there until you uproot it. you know. And until if you haven't uprooted that vine is gonna be in that ground, just like a blackberry vine. It's gonna always grow and come back every year, and produce more fruit and more fruit and more fruit every year. It's gonna do that. But when you cut off a branch that's connected to it, guess what? You can't bring no more fruit. It's a wrap. And so that's why we gotta continually, do the thing that's pleasing unto Yahweh Shema Shah, man. Okay? That's why we constantly, do these videos, constantly be reading, constantly be studying. Hey, it shows that, that, you know, that you fear the power that exists and the power that delivers, man. Okay, because we want to be caught up into those chambers, man. I don't know about you, but hey, we up over here, hey, Lord willing, hey, the Lord have mercy. Okay, cause hey, we ain't perfect. Hey, we falling. Cause scripture say, what, a righteous man falleth 7 times. You know, let me get that. No blue letter. Can't even think of it. Salaki. Salaki. It's Proverbs 24:16. The wise sayings, man. Okay, but a righteous man falleth 7 times, right? Okay, and he get back up. Look, It said Proverbs 24:16, for a just man, who is the just man that's going into the elect? Okay. It said, for a just man falls 7 times and rises up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. Okay. So look, it's showing you, it's telling you right there, like, hey, when okay, who you get back up with though? You get back up with who? Yahawashi Shemawashai. Alright? Like you don't just sit there and let your sins weigh you down, as it says in second Ezra, you know, what's that? Second Ezra, 16 and 77. It says, woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities, like as a field is covered over with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through. Ooh, that hurt. You know, the Lord said, woe be unto destruction be unto them that are bound with their sins, meaning they're not coming back to Yahweh Shema Shai when they falling down, man. Showing you that we need Yahweh Shema Shai every millisecond, every before a second. We just need Yahweh Shema Shai point blank, period, man. Okay, and this is what's gonna give us, uh, this is what's gonna give us, a chance at salvation. I ain't constantly crying and sighing to Him, okay, daily, man, and constantly repenting too. Maybe not forget that. All right, because hey, we not perfect, all right, and we need the power, man, because hey, these bodies right here are really fucking just worn out. But with Yahweh Shema Shai, like what it says in man, Salaki for being all over the place, but they just flowing right now. You know, Philippians 4:13. Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Mashiach who is strengthening me. So showing you that the strength comes from above, man. All brothers and sisters, the strength that you have, it comes from above. And this is what all about Shema Shai, man. Okay. So let me go back to John John 15:4 again, abide in me and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. No more can ye except ye abide in me. Look, can't do nothing without Yahweh Shema Shai. Look at this is real little. John 15:5, I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me, ye can't do nothing. Hey, it don't matter what you got. It don't matter who you with. It don't matter where you at. Hey, this is stamp right here. Okay, so that's just showing you right there. Hey, if your Yahweh Shema Shai is allow you to open, if your Yahweh Shema Shai has allowed you to, be near Him and His Father's will, Lord will. Hey man, that's a beautiful Yahweh thing, man. Okay, and it can't be taken lightly. So it's gonna come days where you gotta just humble down, point blank, period, because the Lord don't deal with that prideful ass shit, and that's what we gotta put out that old man and old woman, man. Okay, because Shaitan, ultimately, he's out here, he working, and we gotta constantly, man, sigh and cry to Yahweh Shema Shai and constantly pray. Okay, pray without ceasing, man. Okay, at all times. Okay, because I'm telling you, man, Akim Akwaf, hey, we have a true power, man, and it's alive. Okay, and a true power that delivers, and it delivers all the time. How you think you get out these situations, man? It be how about you my shine, like I just read. Hey, the strength come from above. Okay, and in verse 6, it said, "If a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch and is withered, and men gather them and cast them into the fire, and they are burned." So do you see how important it is to abide in the power that be and the power that delivers. Okay? Do you see? Because look, you can't do nothing. All right? And we need y'all by my shot every step of the way. Because, man, we finna enter into the time, like I say, hey, because, like it says in Daniel chapter 12, a time like no other. Okay? Let me go to, what is that? What is that? What did I go to? What was that? My history. What was that? What's the, what's that? What's that? Well, yeah, where was that? Proverbs. What's that? Proverbs. No, that ain't it. It was one of them. I just had it on my noggin. I just had it on my noggin. Salakia, Akim, Aqua. I want to go get it. Where? Okay. Salaki. I'm gonna just go read it back. Go back to John 15 and 6 again. It said, if a man, it started raining out here. If a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch and is withered, and men gather them and cast them into the fire, and they are burned. If ye abide in me, and my words abide in you, look, these are Yahawashi Shai words. Remember John 6 and 63. It is the spirit that quickeneth and maketh alive. Okay, the flesh profit nothing. Okay, it said, if ye abide in me, and my words abide in ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you. You may ask, it said NLT, but you remain in me, and my words remain in you. You may ask for anything you want, and it will be granted. Man, you see the power we have, man. See the power that we have. Like, hey, we gotta just remain in y'all by Shema Shai, and the words remain in us. Okay, then we can ask the Lord, y'all by Shema Shai, for anything. Okay, that's why I say, like, man, this power right here is beautiful, man. Like calling up on it and actually seeing the work, you know. That's why the scriptures goes into, man, those that despise this word, will be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment, uh, shall be rewarded, man. And we want that reward. I know I do up over here, and I know you sincere Akim and Aqua, I do too. All right, so hey, that's why having this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, we gotta take it truly serious, man. Okay, and just do the best that you can, cause you know we in Babylon, but still, like, hey, we gotta stand. We gotta stand for y'all about Shema Shah, cause look, hey, he's standing for us. Okay, and I wanna get one more to the Romany 13 and 18. It says, it says, Deuteronomy 13:18 NLT said, the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Shai will be merciful only if you listen to his voice and keep all his commands that I am giving you today, doing what pleases him. Look, doing the best that you can, you know, like, that's why I say, man, because, hey, Yahweh Hashem Shai, man, hey, he got us. All we got to do is just continue to fight, continue to stand firm in the faith. All right. Remember, hey, Yahweh Hashem Shai, hey, he said, what he say in Malachi 3 and 6, it said, "For I am the Lord Yahweh, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed," man. So look, hey, we got to stand strong because the Lord said he changed not. So we got to come back. We got to put out this shit, man, that we used to do, how we used to be, you know, and fight with this power right here, man, because this is how we're going to make it to the end of the time. Because like I said, Matthew 24:13, he that endured to the end, the same shall be saved. Okay? So, hey, they're just showing you right there, man, like, hey, going back into John and 15, hey, we gotta continue to follow that true vine, man. Okay, and endure when we go through uh those trials and tribulations, you know what I'm saying? Getting rid of those impurities so we can continue to produce more fruit. All right. And how we gonna do that? By calling on Yahawashi Is giving it all to him. Okay? All right. So, hey man, that was the point, Lord Willa, I wasn't doing too much rambling, but hey, I pray and hope that they hit somebody's spirit and grasp them. So with that, y'all were desire. Hey, it was edifying. So with that, I would like to give all honor and glory and power to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahawashi, Bahashim, Rakah, Hadash. I want to say double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, rule well and teach well. Peace and love to the hopeful elect. Peace and love and salutation to the 1/3 remnant. To the next time, Yahweh Ratazah. Hey, Shalom.